YouTube, welcome back. It's Cam again. How y'all feeling today? If y'all new here, subscribe, comment, like, comment, subscribe, whichever order you want to do it in. But today we're gonna react to Blackie Speaks. I think he was a fast-growing YouTuber from what I saw. He grew pretty quickly. This rapper is working a regular job now. He doesn't look familiar to me, so this is brand new to me as well. So we're gonna figure out about with each other.
Hello McConan is a name a lot of people haven't heard in a while. Back in 2014, his song Tuesday blew up so big that Drake jumped on a remix, and that led to him signing to Drake's record label, OVO Sound. That co-sign changed everything for McConan. Tuesday went viral, and suddenly, he wasn't just a bubbling artist. He was next up. A hit record, a Drake remix, and a spot on one of the biggest artist labels in the game.
This is Drake! There's no way this is real right now!
From the outside, it looked like the perfect come-up, but
I'm gonna keep it being with you. I know no other artist from the record label OVO other than Drake. I feel like Drake is the only nigga in his record label. God damn.
fast forward to now, and things look very different for him. These days, McConan is actually working a regular job in a kitchen, something he posted about recently.
I had no clue this nigga was black. Oh shit. I dead thought it was just a name. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Is this him? This is Blackie Speaks?
Now, the last time we spoke about McConan was back in 2023 after my little face reveal. McConan had gone on Instagram and called out Post Malone, Metro Boomin, and Sway Lee. He basically said that these were people who turned their backs on him when there wasn't anything for them to gain, but suddenly wanted to be.
What you expect though? That's the game. That is the entire game right there. Like, nobody care about you. Nobody would want to hear all that shit. It's what you could do for niggas and what niggas can get from you. That's it.
Be buddy again after he linked up with rapper NBA Youngboy. And what stood out to me the most about that whole moment was that, McConan wasn't coming off as bitter. He was just being real. He was saying, look, this is how the industry works. When you're hot, everyone's around you. When you're not, people disappear. And if
I mean, that's obvious though. So there was no point in posting that. Nigga, we all know that. You a work friend. You not a actual friend, my nigga.
You get some buzz again, suddenly they will remember to hit you back. Now, the other day, however, Alan McConan posted a video on his Instagram revealing that he now works at a restaurant as a chef.
I'm literally at work type shit. Look at all these people out here. You know what I'm saying? If you need me to come guest chef at your motherfucking spot, holla at me.
What job you know gonna allow you to videotape while you supposed to be working? You on the clock, but you on the video joint where you see 25 niggas hungry outside. I don't think he actually worked, bro. I'm gonna keep it being with you. I think he just doing some shit. I don't know, like a celebrity appearance or something.
Let me know what city I'm coming through, cooking up. So if y'all need me to pull up, let me know where.
This clip ended up going viral, and naturally, people had a lot to say about it. Some of the responses were the usual, damn, he didn't save his rap money. That's crazy considering how big Tuesday was. But I think the situation is deeper than just he fell off.
How much money do niggas think rappers be making for real? Like, since we don't buy CDs, vinyls, and other solid media in bulk anymore, it's all like streaming. I feel like they gotta work 10 times harder for their cheese now, you feel me? So artists aren't making as much money as you think off of like streams. I don't know. I'm not in the music industry or nothing.
Or he's broke. There's a bigger story here about what happens when the industry moves on from you and how artists end up redefining success on their own terms. So first of all, that particular record was released under Drake's record label OVO Sound, which he's not on anymore, and that also means he most likely does not own the rights to the song because Drake was on it. That's an educated guess based on what I've seen, so that would mean that the majority of the revenue from the record most likely went to Drake's record label. I could be wrong, but again, that's an educated guess. Now, a little bit about his situation with Drake, by the way. Alan McConan spoke about how OVO Sound was apparently holding his music back. He had a bunch of music ready to go that was supposed to drop in the summer of 2015. That didn't see the light of day until November of 2015 that same year, when McConan self-released the music. But by then, the moment had already passed, and the momentum was gone. Before things went south, there were already signs of tension. Old tweets resurfaced where McConan had joked about Drake in 2011, calling one of his songs lame.
Damn, no, you can't bite the hand that feeds you, especially a nigga like Drake. A nigga like Drake gonna hold that against you for sure.
Now, McConan back then said it wasn't personal.
Any nigga would, to be honest with you.
No, just a playful little shade, but after that, things started to shift in the dynamic between him and Drake. And the strange part is that while he was signed, he barely even spoke to Drake. In interviews, McConan said that he'd seen him here and there, or maybe not at all. He was asked, "Do you still talk to Drake?" And he responded by saying, "Here and there. By the time this comes out, I'll probably see him 6 more times or no more times." So that whole deal was probably not the best situation for him. But then again, he became famous after that song dropped. So in a lot of ways, it is a double-edged sword. And plus, he was very young when he signed, and a lot of artists just don't have the knowledge of what it means when they sign those
Lawyer up. Get you a good lawyer.
Contracts, unfortunately. Now, when it comes to this particular story, though, I want to give him a round of applause. A round of applause for McConan, man, because there's a lot of people questioning how someone who once had a song with Drake that was on the radio, ended up getting hundreds of millions of streams, is now working a regular job. But honestly, I think that kind of reaction is really presumptuous. Because here's the truth. Not everybody wants to spend the rest of their life chasing charts, fake friendships, in an industry that only values you when you're hot. For a lot of artists, stepping away and finding stability in something else isn't a downgrade, it's a peace of mind. Also, people don't even know if he's employed full-time or what his situation really is. But from
I feel like the music industry isn't meant for long-term. It's just a way for you to make quick money. A lot of quick money. Like, your rap career, at worst, should last you 5 years. 5 years at worst. 20 years at best. At the greatest, it should last you until like 50s, 60s, whatever. But make your cheese, go invest in some shit immediately, and now you have money set up for life. Now you're good.
the looks of
That's
it, it
how I
looks
see
like
it.
he's basically a chef at a restaurant. And I think this actually sets a great example for the youth. If you need to provide for yourself in this world, okay, you're going to have to go out and get it, regardless of what people might say about your situation. Now, for most of us, we're not going to have to worry about people spotting us somewhere and taking pics like, oh, look at him, he's working at Walmart, he's providing for himself and his family, right? Trying to clown you for providing for yourself, that's crazy. However, if you had the kind of success that McConan once had and popularity, that's obviously a different story. And that unfortunately highlights
I mean, was he really jumping, or did he have like one good song? That's the question. Because other than Tuesday, I don't know this
one of
nigga.
the unfortunate things social media has done to a lot of young people. It's created this warped perception of what it means to live a good life or what success is supposed to look like. If you're not constantly showing off money, cars, or fame, people act like you failed. Let's also not forget that the reality here is that not everybody in the spotlight is really getting money like that. I mean, a lot of your favorite lifestyle influencers and entertainers are drowning in credit card debt, sometimes in the millions. And on top of that, a lot of them have unpaid taxes stacking up. That's very common amongst people who, become self-employed, specifically through social media. And those taxes can easily run in the millions as well. So when you see people online acting like everyone in the industry is balling, I mean, just know that the truth is most of them are living way beyond their means. And I'm specifically talking about the people who've made it their identity to show off, not someone celebrating their accomplishments. Honestly, in this economy, it is a blessing just to have employment, period. If you're able to make a bag and provide.
Yo, I couldn't find a corporate job for the life of me, man. I was looking for like a cool 6 months, couldn't do it.
For yourself without asking anybody for anything, you're already doing way better than you think. Trust me. There's so much unnecessary pride out here these days, and a lot of people think that being normal is bad. Like, I don't even really understand that, but people have been brainwashed by social media into thinking that working a regular job is somewhat shameful. And it's like, we gotta eat out here, right? Like, most of us don't come from money, okay? We didn't have anything handed to us. And the sad part is that this is exactly why scamming has gotten so big these days. There's a whole group of people out there who don't want to get money the honest way because
Whole time, with the amount of work and effort niggas put into scamming, they might as well just get a 9 to 5, bro. No bullshit.
social media has convinced them that a regular job isn't good enough. That's why during the pandemic, or should I say the bandemic, we saw those PPP loan frauds go crazy. Now, if you don't know what that is, PPP loans was a paycheck protection program. It was set up in March 2020 during COVID to help small businesses cover payroll and expenses when everything was shut down. In just over a year, the program handed out more than $780 billion to nearly 11 million people. The loans didn't even need to be repaid if you follow the rules. But here's where the fraud comes in. A lot of people lied on their applications, stacked loans from different banks, or spent money on things like cars and jewelry and, you know what I'm saying, like looking good instead of actually spending it on their business. And that's why you saw so many cases of PPP loan fraud blowing up during the pandemic, or should I say the bandemic. Even a lot of popular influencers and entertainers ended up getting caught up in it. That really became a very normal thing back then. It's crazy how a lot of people would rather resort to scams, or even worse, robbing people in real life instead of just clocking in.
Hey, man,
so when you have someone like Isla McConan who's not afraid to be seen working an honest job, I think that's very commendable, especially in the social media generation where everybody is obsessed with appearances, flexing, and trying to look like they're always up. McConan's story is a reminder of what authenticity really looks like. And honestly, we need to see more of these kinds of stories highlighted in a positive light. And that's why I'm obviously here, because there's nothing wrong with working, providing for yourself, and living life on your own terms, as long as you're not hurting anybody. If you don't gotta ask nobody for nothing, then you're doing good. Because a lot of people would rather project a lifestyle that they're not living instead of just being comfortable with the reality of their situation. Never be ashamed, and I mean never be ashamed of your situation, because people don't really know what you've gone through to be where you're at. Only you know that. So take pride in the fact that you're doing what's best for yourself, for your family, and for the people around you. At the end of the day, that's what really matters. Keep running up a bag and keep moving forward. Once again, I want to salute McConan for being real, because we need more of that, okay? We definitely need that. Anyway, what do you guys think about this McConan story?
No, keep it a bean. I still don't think he working like a regular job, just cause it's like that one song did have him popping, so he should be getting like at least royalties off of it, whatever. So I feel like he was doing some charity shit, but if he is, salute to him. It takes a real nigga to be like, yeah, bro, I'm popped. I'm just trying to be like y'all niggas, bro. I'm regular now. But nah, shout out him and shout out Blackie Speaks. That's a W video. Yo, I promise y'all by next week. No, give me 7 to 8 days to figure out how to get a soundboard, and we gonna be booming in this joint. You feel me? I'm gonna get a soundboard, so don't even trip. But appreciate y'all if y'all watch this far. Comment your thoughts. Actually, subscribe. I never say no to a subscriber, and like. You feel me?